What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. So, The Boys showrunner Eric Kripke tells viewers who disagree with his radical woke agenda, go watch something else. If you don't like my politics, don't buy my books. Or have you heard this before? Probably going to end up with the same results, but here we go. The Boys showrunner Eric Kripke instructed viewers who disagree with his radical woke agenda that he injects into the show to go watch something else. During an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Kripke was asked by Mike O'Connell about using Homelander as a stand-in for Donald Trump in season 3. How did you digest the uglier reaction to that? I saw multiple headlines with the word woke in them. Kripke responded, I clearly have a perspective, and I'm not shy about putting that perspective in the show. Anyone who wants to call the show woke or whatever, that's okay. Go watch something else. He added, but I am certainly not going to pull any punches or apologize for what we're doing. Some people who watch it think Homelander is the hero. What do you say? I don't know anyone who actually thinks Homelander is the hero, even if people enjoy and like the character. What do you say to that? The show's many things. Subtle isn't one of them. So if that's the message you're getting from it, I just throw up my hands. As for whether or not he thinks he is influencing people with the show, Kripke said, it's catharsis. I have no illusions about my job. I'm somewhere between a carny and a court jester. Probably more court jester. I'm not particularly up my own ass, so I don't know if it'll ever change minds. If it does, that'd be fantastic. Look, I'm a big proponent of genre, a good genre, which doesn't get enough respect. Though the metaphor of superheroes or space or whatever, you can say subversive things that you'd never get away with in most straight dramas. However, he did go on the stage to state the message he wants to convey with the show. I'm a humanist. I think it's important that a show have a lot of heart. We took great pains to create the moral universe of this show. It's not nihilistic as much as people say it is. If the show had a message, it's that anyone who stands in front of you and says they can save the world is lying. That's sort of fucking nihilistic, but okay. Kripke had no problem declaring his worldview and using his platform as the Boys showrunner. Infamously, in 2020, he was asked, in season 2, there's the supervillain terrorists all over the world that have been activated by Homelander. However, you never really get the sense that they're more dangerous than their creators. Can you talk to me a little bit about that dynamic? Kripke responded, we really were interested in exploring the idea of authority figures getting the public riled up with xenophobia and racism, but ultimately the most dangerous people are the white dudes. They always have to specify with color. And it's always a guilty white dude saying it. But ultimately, the most dangerous people are the white dudes standing next to you. We wanted to reflect that story. So the supervillains are in a way a misdirect. That's nice. That's nice. In the same interview, he claimed that a caravan of Central American immigrants attempting to illegally enter the United States of America was based on real-world events. He explained he wrote it at the time of the travel ban. If you remember, the caravan that were going to come over the border and grape all the white women. We were in, by the way, shout out to all the mini sanctuary states that have had their social structures completely overloaded, and graping of women is in fact happening, including the outright murder of police officers, with the men going free and escaping. Shout out. Kripke elaborated, so we wanted to reflect that story, which is Vought and the superheroes and Stormfront are really drumming up quite a lot of fear about these supervillains, when in reality, Homelander and Stormfront are the real threat. Meanwhile, in our world, we probably should have been listening to the calls. In 2022, while accepting the Saturn Award, so you can just see he has a history of saying this dumb shit. The message of the boys is, in the real world, anyone who stands in front of you and says that they're here to save you is fucking lying and trying to sell you something. We all have a responsibility to save each other, except for the white men next to you, right? Taking care of people next to you in 1,000 boring, unremarkable moments every day, and that is how the world gets saved, which is true. He concluded the speech saying, so thank you, everyone. Please vote. Fuck MAGA. Have a good night. By the way, MAGA, making America great again and making America first, is what taking responsibility and saving each other by doing 1,000 boring, unremarkable moments every day. But you can't do that if we're focused on everyone else. It'll be interesting to see what the ratings for the next season of The Boys will be. Usually, when individuals tell people not to watch their show, they take that advice. One need only look at Doctor Who, or Nurse What, depending on how you want to classify it. Actor Ncuti Gatwa told Variety, don't watch, turn off the TV, go and touch grass, please, for God's sake. The show has since posted some of the worst viewership in Doctor Who history. The premiere episode only saw overnight numbers hit 2.6 million. Yeah, it flopped. The boys probably not going to be taken too well after it. But when you say, hey, don't watch my shit, same way of the people that say, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my books. And then why aren't people buying my books? So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think of this. You plan to continue watching The Boys? You're going to take his advice? You're going to power on through and like whatever you like, no matter what white guy Eric Kripke thinks, even though he says white men next to you are the most dangerous ones. What a lovely comment. Anyway, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.